Hey YouTube, it's me, SomeofSG1, coming at you for another Star Trek, the official Starships collection review. This time we're doing issue 120. Yes, my Bozeman and Zoza fucking turned up. Been waiting fucking ages for these fuckers. Anyway, they finally arrived. Now, as per usual, I'll be talking about the magazine and the ship itself, but more on that in a wee while. So we'll get cracking on, shall we, boys and girls? U.S.S. Bozeman NCC-1941 class Soyuz, launched 23rd century, length 243 metres approximately, crew 200 approximately, speed 9.2. Is that old scale or new scale? Because if it's new scale, it's pretty quick for a ship of over 80 years old. Weaponry, phaser emitters, photon torpedoes, Captain Fraser Crane. Oh, I'm sorry, Morgan Bateson. Whoa, hang on a little more. I've just noticed something. Yes, I did. I'll get to that in a moment. So, we've got a nice CG render of the ship itself. A different one from the front, but that's always good. The U.S.S. Bozeman was a 23rd century Starfleet ship that was similar in appearance to Miranda-class vessels. The Bozeman was distinguished by a large built-up section that protruded at the end of the rear of the saucer section, the additional of several prominent center pods. See, now, they're saying center pods, but everybody's suggesting that these are some kind of weapons. You know, phaser cannons. I mean, they do look like rotating cannons, which would be cool. I mean, I guess during this time, the Klingon Empire and the Federation were exactly best friends. But we're not exactly sure when this was launched in canon. Because we only see a glimpse of it, and we only see sort of literally like 2 seconds of fucking screen time. Some more screenshots there. That's a nice CG render. That's a really nice picture, actually. I like that one. We got some images from the show itself. The last shot of the episode, Bozeman, as it passes by the camera. And we got Kelsey Grammer, Morgan Bateson. Morgan Bateson was in command of the Bozeman at the time it went missing in 2278. His crew had no idea that they had been stuck in a time for 90 years, repeating the same few days over and over again. After the crew of the Enterprise D found a way to break free of the causality loop, because the Enterprise had been there 33 days, if I remember rightly, Captain Bateson contacted them to offer assistance. He believed that his ship was only a few weeks into his latest mission, and was incredulous to learn it was now 2368. And we get a nice topographical view of the ship itself. Very nice indeed. Very, very, very cool. I like it a lot. Yeah, it does look like it's bristling with weapons. But it says sensor pod. Well, anyway, let's see, shall we? The U.S.S. Bozeman was a Soyuz class starship, and they said warship then, was named after the series of Russian spacecraft that began flying in the 1960s. Soyuz means Union in Russian. Name and number. The writer of the Cause and Effect, Bannon Braga, named the Bozeman for his hometown of named the Bozeman for his Montana hometown. The Bozeman's reg number of 1941, provided by model maker Greg Ginn, who played homage to the Steven Spielberg movie of the same name. Yeah, 1941 was quite a good film. Nobody remembers it, but it's quite a cool little film. The U.S.S. Enterprise D was destroyed 5 times in the 7-season run of Next Generation in order, the episode which the Enterprise D met its demise were time squared, cause and effect. Yeah, time squared, cause and effect. Hang on, time squared, cause and effect, time skate, parallels, and all good things. Yes. And then we've got creating the Bozeman. So, looks like the Saratoga there, 39191. 31911, yeah, I was right the first time. Looks like a traditional Miranda, so it looks like they renamed it and then suddenly thought, oh, do you know what, we might have to take the bits off and redo it. And then we've got a Miranda schematic there that Michael Kuda had drawn extra bits onto it, you know, to make it look a little bit different. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like all this sort of stuff because I do like the design stuff, because I like the design stuff sort of in universe and behind the scenes. So, and then we've got, goes into Next Generation 5th season, and then of course it goes into cause and effect and stuff like that. And then Darmok, which is a fantastic episode. Redemption Part 2, Unification, Ensign Row, Power Play, First Duty, Outcasts, and of course everybody's favourite episode, which I think is a touch mediocre, if I'm honest, and that's The Inner Light. There you go. Then you got On Screen. Trivia: Captain Morgan Batesman of the U.S.S. Bozeman, played by Kelsey Grammer. He's probably best known for playing Dr. Fraser Crane in both Cheers and Frasier. Two more Grammer's co-stars in Cheers, also roles in Star Trek. Babe Newworth, who played Fraser's ex-wife Lily Sternin, appeared as Lanell in Next Generation episode First Contact. Yes, there's an episode called First Contact. While Kirstie Alley starred as Lieutenant Savick in Wrath of Khan. Cause and Effect: Captain Picard referred to his Aunt Adele for the second time. First mention of her was in the episode Ensign Row, when Picard gave Admiral Kennelly her prescription for the common cold, ginger tea and honey. In Cause and Effect, Picard gives Dr. Crusher her remedy for insomnia, warm milk with nutmeg. Jonathan Frakes was one of the who, of course, played Will Riker, directed Cause and Effect, and he was instructed by Rick Berman to make sure he filmed at least some scenes with the same dialogue in each loop from a different perspective to make them different. Then we got the back there. And then on to the ship itself. Hey YouTube fans, people of the interwebs, it's me, Sam of SG1, coming at you for another Star Trek The Official Starships collection. This time we're doing issue another number 120. So there's only 40 issues to go, you know. So as per usual, I get a nice glossy magazine and the ship itself, but more than that in a little while. So we'll go on to it, and we've got specifications as usual. U.S.S. Bozeman NCC-1941 class Soyuz, launched 23rd century. Length 343 metres approximately. Crew 200. Top speed 9.2. Now, was that old scale or the TNG scale? Because, you know, it's... Because if it's 9.2 with the new scale, that's pretty fast for a Miranda class, so to speak. You know, so, yeah. And then it's weaponry, phaser emitters, photon torpedoes, the usual, captained by Morgan Bateson. And then we get a nice, beautiful CG render of the ship as well. A little bit different on the front cover. Yeah, so the Bozeman suddenly emerged from directly in front of the Enterprise D from a temporal distortion within the Typhon expanse. The ghostly apparition, it had been transported through time from the year 2278 before looming out of the murky darkness of the distortion into 2368, where it collided with the Enterprise, causing a massive explosion. The U.S.S. Bozeman was a 23rd century Starfleet ship that was similar in appearance to Miranda-class vessels. Excuse me. Bozeman could distinguish by a large built-up section that protruded out the rear of the saucer section, additional to prominent centre pods. Well, I think the general consensus, what everybody thinks, is that these are some kind of weapon system. You know, because during this time, the Klingon Empire and the Federation weren't exactly friends. Do you know what? There's something's weird. Feels like I've done this before. Last Tuesday night. So I've recorded so many of these fucking ships now. It's hard to keep track of what I've done. So we've got some nice CG renders of the ship there. Very nice, very nice, very nice. And some images from the episode, cause and effect, and that's a beautiful CG render. I'm surprised I didn't use that on the front cover. That'd have been cool as well. And then we've got the topographical view, which is very nice indeed. Yeah, very nice. I like that one. I like it when it's whenever they do these. I like it when it's, you know, if they're not doing like multiple different views, which are my favourites when you get all the views. I like side view and then top view. But you know, that is what it is. The Bozeman also appeared in an alternate timeline where it was investigating an anti-time anomaly in the Devron system, which ultimately threatened the entire Alpha Quadrant. The disruption in the subspace barrier was caused by Super Being Q, helped Captain Picard prevent the rupture from forming in the first place. Yeah, the U.S.S. Bozeman was a Soyuz class starship. The class was named for the series of Russian spacecraft that began flying in the 1960s. The Soyuz means union in Russian, so there you go. The writer of Cause and Effect, Baron Baraga, named Bozeman for his Montana hometown. The Bozeman's registry number is 1941, provided by model maker Greg Ginn, was a homage to the Steven Spielberg movie of the same name. The USS Enterprise D was destroyed 5 times in 7 seasons run of Star Trek Next Generation. In order of episodes, we see the Enterprise met its demise, where time squared, cause and effect, timescape, parallels are not all good things. But the one in parallels is technically an alternate universe version, so it doesn't count. And then we got some creating the Bozeman. So we got a nice shot of the Saratoga, 31911, before the modification. So it's just basically the Miranda class. And this is the Miranda model from Star Trek to the Wrath of Khan. Because then Michael Kuda has drawn extra bits to the blueprints, which is really cool. I like this sort of stuff. Show you what they added to it. Except on this one, the sensor pods at the back, or weapons, are a little bit too high and low. You know, so yours. And then we've got Star Trek Next Generation 5th season. You know, and it goes into all 5th season episodes. Some great 5th season episodes. Cause and Effect being one. Ensign Row, Darmok is a fantastic episode. Reunification, Redemption Part 2, The First Duty, Power Play, The Outcast, and everybody's favourite, but I think it's a little bit mediocre for me. That's The Inner Light. And then we've got on screen Captain Morgan Batesman of the USS Bozeman, who's played by Kelsey Grammer. Probably best known for playing Fraser Crane, Dr. Fraser Crane, both Cheers and Frasier. Great series. 2 of more Grammer's co-star in Cheers, admirals in Star Trek. Bebe Neuwirth, who played Frasier's ex-wife Liv Sternen, appeared as Lanell in the episode First Contact, while Kirstie Alley starred as Lieutenant Savick in Wrath of Khan. In Cause and Effect, Captain Picard referred to his Aunt Adele for the second time. This mention of her was in the episode Ensign Row, when Picard gave Admiral Kennedy a prescription for his common cold, ginger tea and honey. And in Cause and Effect, Picard gives Dr. Crusher her remedy for insomnia, warm milk and nutmeg. Jonathan Frakes, who of course played William Riker, directed Cause and Effect. He was instructed by executive producer Rick Berman to make sure they filmed the same scenes with the same dialogue in each time loop from a different perspective to make them different. And of course it appeared in Cause and Effect and designed by Greg Ginn and Mike Okuda. And that's the magazine. And then and there's the ship itself. Very nice and very nice. Something's not right, is it? Something's weird. Hey YouTube fans, people of the interwebs, it's me, SalvaSG1, back for another Star Trek The Official Starships Collection review. And this time we're doing issue 333. The U.S.S. Bozeman NCC-1941 All threes. So we go into specification. U.S.S. Bozeman NCC-1941. Weird. Class Bozeman, launched 33rd century. Length 333 metres. Crew 333. Top speed warp 3.3. Weaponry, phaser emitters, photon torpedoes, captained by Morgan Baseman. There's a lot of 3s floating around. So we get some nice CG shots of the ship itself there. I'm in a fucking time loop. I've done this already. I'm sure I've done this already. Yeah. Creating the Bozeman. Creating the U.S.S. Bozeman NCC-1941 All 3s. Yes. Weird. Third season. Yeah. Do you know what? We'll skip that and go straight to the ship. And here's the ship itself. Now, I'm gonna be honest. The ship that I got, the nacelles are crooked. That's a production issue rather than that's a manufacturing issue rather than the design itself. You can really see it when I do that. You can see it's not straight, and you can see in there it's not attached properly. And yes, well, I haven't contacted Eaglemoss yet because I got these Friday after work. I had to go to the post office depot when I finished work, and Eaglemoss, I think it's till 5 o'clock. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to ring them tomorrow. Luckily, it's my day off again tomorrow, so tomorrow being Monday, so I can order a replacement for this thing. I'm really disappointed in that, but the ship itself is very nice. Very nice register number on the front there. U.S.S. Bozeman. Really nice detail, especially on the extra protuberance. But there's no clear plastic in the impulse engine at the back, and it's not even painted red. And I've got a red Sharpie somewhere, wherever it is. Aha, there it is. Got a red Sharpie. So, as this is, I'm not going to wait until I get my replacements out. And then I'm going to use the Sharpie to do the impulse engines. Nice name on the bottom there, register number as well, and the extra sensors, cannons, whatever you want to call them. The nacelles are shit again. Considering the best version of this type of nacelle was on the Curry and not on the ship it was designed for originally, irks me a lot, and they've done it again here. These should be black and not blue, and oh, my nails are awful. Cut this out. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, the nacelles are just shite. They should be black and not blue. You got the name and register number there, but not on the inside of it, which is a bit of a shame. And you've got U.S.S. Bozeman United Federation of Planets really too big on this side. And in fact, it will have these markings, but they are so small, you could have left them off and I wouldn't have been bothered. But because they've added them, it just looks a bit shit, if I'm honest. But other than that, it's a fantastic version of the ship. And I believe the first and only time we've ever had the Bozeman. You know, but other than that, although I think the shuttle bays could have done with a bit of paint in there, just to darken them up a bit. But other than that, I think this is a great ship because you've got some great cracking detail on the bottom there. You've got some cracking detail on the sensor pods and stuff like that. And oh yeah, one of my sensor pods is bent. That's due to packaging rather than production, really. But yeah, a little bit disappointed with the nacelles. Generally, I don't have a major problem with ships that come when I get them. It's just that this one is a factory issue and not a design issue, if you know what I mean. But yeah, other than that, this is a great ship. This is a fantastic ship. I can't wait to get the replacement so I can have straight nacelles. But hats off Eaglemoss to putting that in. I might see if there's a way I can remove those from both sides, because that is really annoying me. Because it shouldn't be that big, and it's the wrong font anyway. They've done that on the XL Enterprise A as well. So yeah, I a little bit disappointed in a few bits and pieces, but overall, I think this is a great ship. It's got great detail. It is lacking a bit of Aztec in. Oh, you could just make it out. Oh, no, there you go. It's got it on there. Actually, I like the escape pods there, marked out in green. They're quite cool. Oh, actually, I've just noticed the join line around there is not. There's a bit of separation going on. Because this side looks great, that side looks a bit off. So, yeah, a little bit disappointed. But overall, there's a huge glue mess here as well, I've just noticed. But overall, it's a good ship, and I'm glad to have it. Should you get this ship? Yes, you should. If you're just cherry-picking Federation ships, then this is the ship for you. You really need to get it. Because how often are you going to get the Bozeman? Never. Yeah, so that is cool. That is cool. Like I say, apart from the you know, minor issues I've got, it's good. You should get it. So we have the stand, and it's the usual stand. I believe it's exactly the same one as what's on the Saratoga and the well, not the Reliant, but the Saratoga. And we've got U.S.S. Bozeman NCC-1941, and it's a second print one because it's an AB. Now I didn't know that until fairly recently. So we connect it thus, and it stands quite nice on its stand. It sits quite nicely, a little bit loose, but you know it's a standard Eagle Moss stand. It's a little bit loose. Just got to push it on, and it stays on quite nice. And there you go. There's the U.S.S. Bozeman. So join me next time for when I do the the SS Zosa. And please like, share, and subscribe to this video and to this channel. And if you would be so kind, please donate to my Patreon. When I get us to 1,000 subscribers, I will be getting. I will have a competition, which is cool. No details yet. Wait till I get close to the 1,000. So come on, peeps, add me, subscribe, hit that notification bell to tell you when I've got new content out. And like I say, if you would be so kind to donate to my Patreon, that would be so cool. And that's it. I will catch you next time when I open the shuttle bay and not use the tractor beam. And I will catch you later. Bye for now.